What are we looking at today?
A very boring game where I was a complete passenger.
All right. So honestly, usually there are. Sounds funny. There are champs that are like almost designed to be a passenger. Champs that just full clear and exist. Morgana is one of them. Some champs don't really want to spam gank. You just want to farm up, become strong, and then eventually you'll have influence, right? But obviously, even you could be playing Yumi jungle, like a super AFK champ, and there's still times where you have to do something like either you have to pull a dragon or you have to gank a lane. So I think normally, most of the time, it's okay to be on the more passive end, if you want to call it that. But there usually will come a time where we have to do something. So I'll make sure to show you where you should have done something. Uh, but in this case, everything so far is great. Took our camps, took some of his camps. Play for our bot side. Gank bot. You say you're passenger, but you've already ganked 2 lanes. You got Seraphine Flash here, and you got you didn't get her flash, but you chunked this guy to like around half HP, which really helps laners because now Malzahar just one lane off this. So you just won mid lane, and now you got Seraphine Flash, and now you just won bot lane. So far I don't see any passenger activities. You've just helped 2 lanes pretty heavily. Uh, but continue our full clear. What was this? Why'd you queue this?
Oh, I forgot it was.
Oh yeah, you literally just walked past it. Okay. All right. I was like, what? It's a ghost. All right. Go to our top camps. Full clear down. He took our gromp. No worries. We have no camps up, so we look to invade. We see Ivern. He sees us. Things just need to. I mean, this actually doesn't look terrible. Things just need to be looking at the map more. I think here, if you notice that their ball lane's already on their way, you after you eat this Q, you could just literally walk out and you'll be completely fine. This is even bad. This is completely fine. It's just when you walk back into him here in a second, this is where now you're like too deep, you know. So I don't even like hate you going for this because if you land a QW, he gets chunked. I think you just have to realize that their ball lane is closer to you than your ball lane is, just because you're in their jungle, and then you'd walk out faster. But it ends up not being that bad because it looks like it ends up being 1-for-1, and then now it ends up being bad. So I don't know, just map awareness. I think being here makes sense. You have no camps up. There's nothing better to do. Their ball lane is under tower. I think a lot of times as Morgana, you kind of always hold your Q unless it's like a guaranteed Q. So a lot of times when Morgana hits 6, that's when it becomes easier because Morgana will just never start with Q. She'll walk up and just ult, and then once they're snared, then she'll Q. So anytime you're pre-6 and you don't have that ability to do that, you're basically only queuing when it's like really guaranteed, like they're standing still or they're already stunned or they're literally like on top of you, so it's impossible to miss. You can still throw them like this, but it just not when you're in their jungle. You just become a liability, right? So I think it's execution based. There's like when people make mistakes, it could be categorized as different things. It could be you're just doing the wrong play entirely. Like the intent is bad. So in that case, the intent being bad is you shouldn't even be in the jungle. But in that case, I think being in the jungle is fine. That's more of execution. Is when what you're doing is correct, you just mess it up, and that's when it becomes execution based. Um, all right, you go to kill this guy. He executes. I don't hate this. I do normally I say I don't want you to skip camps. I only want you to skip camps when okay, here, this is when it's bad. So I understand the idea. It's their AD carry is dead, so I want to pull dragon because dragons are OP. That's the logic, right?
Mhm.
I just think it's too. It's you lose. You could potentially lose too much. So dragons are really good. I mean, objectives are OP, but you don't want to lose. The rule on like dragons early game is 3 camps is not worth a dragon. Like, sorry, like, a dragon's not worth 3 camps that you lose. So, if, for example, if this guy sees you on the board right now, the Ivern, let's say he's here, and he
Mhm.
sees your bot and you start dragon, and he takes your entire top side, blue, gromp, wolves, and you ask me what's worth more, the 3 camps or the dragon? It's the 3 camps because it's not actually 3 camps, it's 6 camps because It's your camps. So he's gonna be able to do three of yours and then three of his. So he's gonna
Can he on Ivern though?
if it's gonna take you a while because
I wouldn't normally go for this, but I felt like he couldn't take my top camp. Like he can take my blue. Like maybe he can take two camps if he has two smites, but I feel like he can't really take all of them.
I think it only takes around. I mean, I'll ask you. I'll put it like this. Uh, I'm pretty sure it's lost, but let's just say for argument's sake to even favor it towards you. Let's say it takes 30 seconds for a marked camp to be taken for Ivern, right?
Hmm.
I think it's less, but let's say it's 30 to give you the most, thing here. How long does it take you to do this dragon? 15 seconds? 20?
No idea.
Right. Somewhere in that. Let's say it's 15. I think it's 20, but let's say it's 15. And then how long does it take you from run to here to here? 15 as well, right? Maybe 20. So it's he'll do it in time. Trust me. It's also one of those things when he sees you walking through the river like this, it means you're definitely doing dragon. Like why else would you be here? So it's so it's also like let's say it takes 15 seconds to do the dragon, it takes you 5 seconds from here to here. So in reality, it's like he has time. That's basically the point. But if you thought it was just Iron specifics, maybe because if you started at 7:26, and to be specific, you killed it at 7:52, which is 26 seconds. So this is a 26-second drag, right? Uh, and then it takes you 15 seconds to walk here, so it'd be 40 seconds. So Ivern can 100% take your entire top side, um, just being Ivern, even if he's Ivern. But the thing about this dragon is, maybe you just don't know because no one really plays Ivern, but Ivern doesn't can't really take objectives easily. Ivern needs his teammates to help him, or he needs to ult the objectives. He needs to either have ult and have a Daisy hit it with him, or he needs his teammates to hit him. Ivern does dragon and grubs really, really, really slowly. Like it's like he's probably the worst out of every jungle in the game. He's probably the worst objective taker in the entire game. But his balling, his balling has to base, so his balling can't help him. So basically, there's no risk that he's gonna do the dragon the next minute because the balling's gonna base, then walk back to lane, then get prio, then they can pull. So you have the time to like full clear up one time, base, and then if you want to play for dragon, then you'll play for dragon. Then you'll be level 6, which we already talked about as a huge prize spike for Morgana because it lets you just start fights with ult into Q instead of having to land a magical Q. And by then you'll have obviously stronger items. So you'll have big level up, stronger items, and so the only concern about doing this is if the risk is, oh, while I'm clearing up, if he could do dragon, I'm really sad. But in this case, again, I don't think Ivern can because it's Ivern. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I think if you're playing a champ like I don't know Sejuani or Maokai or Rammus, like a really like a tank champ that doesn't really need gold, then that's one thing. Like, oh fuck my three camps, who cares? Even though Morgana's like a support champion, when you put her in jungle, she becomes like a carry. Because you play Morgana, you've seen if you're like three items and you land a Q on someone, you're one shotting them. Like Q W ult, it's one shotting every squishy in the game, right? So when you put the champion
Yeah.
in jungle, she's a carry. She's not a utility character. So getting gold on her is actually important. So that's why I would never like choose to lose my camps if I'm playing Morgana. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think here the idea of going to his bot side, this is actually very correct. So this tells me that you thought, okay, he probably took my top side, so now I have to trade my camps. So I think this is really,
I
really
he
good.
showed top.
Yeah. Yeah. This is really good. So for comparison, this is what I mean by how slow it is for him to take it. He started grubs right after he killed this. He's probably started grubs right now. So he started grubs at 8:25, and he finished them at 8:57. So it took him over 30 seconds to do grubs. And that's with his Daisy. He ulted it. Mm, this makes sense. We go bot. Yeah, when we have ult, it's guaranteed. We just lead with ult, and then he's dead no matter what. Perfect. Yeah, you said you're a passenger, but you've ganked bot twice. You've ganked mid once. Actually, no, you ganked bot 3 times. One time got the flash. Other time first Sonic to execute, which is still good. Even if you don't get the kill credit, it's still good to do. And third time you got another kill in Seraphine. And then you got Dragon. I would not consider passengers like full clear, full clear. Don't affect any lanes. Don't do any objectives. Full clear, full clear. Uh, do you have your smite? Oh, did you just smite it
Yeah.
as he showed up? Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And then
normally.
I just wanted to like melee fight him.
Yeah, honestly, I think if you had ult, this would be fine. But that ult, you just
I
can't.
think I forgot I used it, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was trying to
Okay.
do. I don't know what else I could have been trying to do
Yeah.
there.
All good. Funny enough, Ivern's not really picked often, so people don't know his damage. When Ivern goes AP, which is what he's going, his last chapter, the champ Loki does a shit ton of damage. People think he's just a support with his shields, but he could actually 1v1 a lot of junglers, so all good. Not the biggest deal. If I'm I kind of want to. I think you're definitely a little too prone to ganking. Again, when I think of Morgana, she's really a full clear jungler. You really don't. This is not a champion that wants to spam gank. Again, you only want to like. I didn't mind the bot ganks because every time you gank bot, it was like super easy and lot like low chance it fucks up. The first gank was you're coming from behind them. Second gank, same thing. You were coming from behind them. The third gank, um, they were just mid fighting, right? And all these times you're also in the proximity where your camps are down, so you have nothing better to do. In this case, this guy isn't low. This guy isn't fighting. All your camps are up. You have Leandre's in base. Leandre's 800 gold, and Leandre's is like a huge power spike for Morgana. So you have a huge item in base. Dragon spawning in 2 minutes. This guy is again not only is he 100% HP, he's 100% plus a shield, so he's like above 100%. So he's super fucking tanky. I just think it's a waste of time. Maybe if you saw Ivern bot side, like you saw Ivern on this ward or this ward, and you're like, okay, Ivern can't be here no matter what, so it's a 2v1. That's one thing. But especially when you're going for this gank and you literally see the Ivern brush at you, um, then you know he's here. I would just like you can literally just put your E on yourself and just walk past this guy and just okay, I'm going back to my camps. Fuck this, you know? Why risk a 2v2 when I have a huge item in base? And I've been playing bot side all game, so why would I? I've been putting Garen on weak side. Why would I now randomly want to fight top side? You know? All you're doing is burning your
Yeah.
flash, and now you have no flash for the dragon fight. You know? And I do think if you just left immediately, you wouldn't even have to flash. You can literally just run at him. Um,
Yeah.
so and his only CC is his ult, and as long as you eat yourself, he can't ult you. So. And I also think, let's say you said, I don't think you should 2v2, but let's say you said, fuck it, I want a 2v2, I think it's winning. Still, logic is never start with Q. You can just do how you before. Walk here, start with ult. Same with the Seraphine, start with ult. Once you get hit by your ult, then you'll Q him. By then, Garen's going to show up and start hitting him, and that's the only way we're going to gank. There's no reason to risk a Q when you are in melee range and your ult's up, right? So, but I think the more important takeaway is that Malphite's a tank. Malphite could be 0-10 or 5-0 and he'll be the same champion. He's just going to be a tanky guy who ults your backline, so I don't really care about getting him behind, per se. And we have camps up and dragon spawning. This ends up being not bad because Garen just runs the Ivern down, but I'd rather just kill your camps, get your item, and then be strong. Because now I think this is weird. Dragon spawning 30 seconds. We've been playing bot all game. Let me press tab here. Funny actually, I guess Tristana, I guess playing bot didn't matter. Tristana's actually 4 kills randomly. It's weird because he has 3 assists, he has more CS, so he's actually not that far behind. But a lot of times when you just see 4-1 and 0-2, you'll instantly assume, oh, this guy's so much weaker than this guy. I'm never going bot again. But the CS and the assists kind of hide it. In reality, if you convert these assists to kills, he's like a kill and a half. So just round it up to 2. He's like actually 2. He's actually 2-2 to 4-1. Then he's also up a wave in CS. So he is behind, but not by that much. Mm. Now, if you wanted to give this dragon because you see that he has item and he doesn't, I don't mind it. That's fine. Nice E. This guy looks dead. So here's how I'm like larping about how I really want you to base for the item the last 2 minutes. If you had Leandris here, you wouldn't have to ult. Your QW damage with Leandris, he would be instead of him living with 1 HP right now. You think Leandris wouldn't finish this with burn? Like, come on, your Q would do more damage, your W would do more damage because of more AP, plus the burn he'd be burning this entire time. He would be dead right now just from Leandres, and then you'd never have to use your ult. And now you could save your ult for the dragon fight, right? So this is why I complained so much, or I mentioned items so much, because just having an item up here would make it so you never have to ult. And you can still be here at the same time, because honestly, from this, I would just immediately base right now, buy Leandres, and then go to my top camps. Because keep in mind, when you have Leandres, you're also going to be killing these camps faster, right? So I think you'd be mid at the exact same time that you were mid, and when you finally gank the guy, he would be able to die without you having to ult because you'd just be doing more damage. Make sense?
Yeah.
So not to overcomplicate it. Anytime I see an objective spawning, in like 1 minute or like 60 seconds, I always check my gold, see do I have item in base, do I not? If that answer is yes, and this is like a very immediate fight I have to go to this instant, I'm always gonna base because I want to be as strong as possible for the dragon fight. Okay. But anyway, this ends up going well. Ori dies, then Ivern dies, and now that they're both dead, we could just start dragon. Their balling comes to fuck with us. We land a Q into W, perfect. My Shaco runs it down, and we like, okay, we're too low to fight it, so let's leave. Base right him. Tristana dies, so we run straight to dragon. Makes sense to me. Yeah, I mean you have very different um opinions of what passenger means. You've ganked bot 3 times, you've ganked mid twice, you ganked top once. You got the first dragon, you're fighting the second dragon. Passenger means full clear and 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 do nothing and hope your team carries. That's kind of like what.
Well, I have 1 kill, so I feel like a complete passenger right
No,
now.
I mean there's a lot of, like hidden value in jungle. Like for example, that one time you went bot and Tristana executed, you didn't get a kill or assist, but that's still doing something because instead of this guy basing and thing, he has to die, and also you guys get the XP for him dying, and also he doesn't get to like get his base on, and he's dead longer. Um, it's still doing something. You don't get a KD or an assist off it, and you got the Dragon Smite. Like I think let me watch this fight. If you can help your teammates more. No, you land the QW on the mouse ulted guy, and now the
That's
fight.
cooked.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is I was making sure. No,
I
you
know.
did all you could. No, it looks good. You got me. You got 2 dragons. This all looks good to me. No, I definitely think if I had to like quote unquote say the biggest problem in my you have in my opinion, I think you're just skipping camps way too much. Like right now, I see you could see on the map this shit is turning yellow, means it's spawning in the next 10 seconds. I'm just gonna wait here, wait for it to spawn, and then clear up. You have 1,000 gold. I want to do Raptors, Wolves, Gromp, then base, and by then you'll have 1,200, and then you could buy whatever you want, large rod for Shadow Flame or Sonya's, or whatever you want to buy. I don't care. If they start grubs, then we'll fight it. If they don't, again, we're really, really good poke champ. Our entire champ is based around if they're on objective, we just poke them with W's, poke them with Q's. We want when you're playing Morgana, you want them to start the objective. Because then when people are on objective, they're forced to stand in a certain area. And then if it's forced to stand in a certain area, you're able to just throw W to the left and throw your Q to the right. And no matter what, one of them is guaranteed to hit. And with AP Morgana, if your Q hits, it's 600 damage. If they're sitting in your W, it's 600 damage. Like you just have so much poke. So I don't think you should be. It feels like you're kind of antsy. You're like, okay, skip Wolves, skip Raptors. I think they're on Grubs. Herald, I gotta come here right now. Like it's chill. Like they're not gonna one shot the Herald. You have time. You could kill Raptors and then walk over. When was the last time you saw them? You saw Ivern walking towards it right now. So if we're tracking it, Ivern obviously right now it's impossible he's on it. So let's say he starts it in 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he just started it now. Ivern cannot kill Herald in less than 20 seconds. It's impossible. Almost a lot of junglers can. But Ivern specifically, right? But so we have the time. We have the time. We can wait for the TP, wait for our Shaco to walk up with us too. But we're like, no, we gotta get here now. And I think you're just skipping a lot of camps. It's obviously there's an example here. There's an example before where you had 3 top camps up and you're skipping all of them to go for a gank on Malphite who's full HP with ult up. It's just a lot of going for the bot gank when you had bot camps up as well. I think you're just skipping a lot of camps. I'm not saying the full clear every game, but there should be some sort of balance, right? Because you'd still be here at the exact same spot. If you did like let's say you did Raptors into Wolves, then you'd just be you walk right here, and then you'd be the same time you landed this Q, you'd be walking like this, and then you'd be here the exact same time you ended up being here, but you're +2 camps, which also keeps in mind not only is it gold, but you'll also be level 10. So all the damage you're gonna do is gonna be increased as well, because you have higher AP and higher stats and blah blah blah. You know. So when you play these folklore junglers like Lilia, Morgana, Zyra, Karthus, these AP folklore junglers, the best players that play the champs, the thing they master is min maxing camps while walking to fights and while walking to objectives. Like they're always if they're fighting if they're playing towards dragon, they're always doing like wolves raptors to dragon. Playing for herald, they're doing raptors wolves to the herald. Playing for top gang, they're gonna do like wolves grom to herald. I'm sorry, to top gang. They're always like, and then but while they're doing their camps, they're going to be watching the fight or watching the lane. And if the fight looks really fast and accelerated, then they'll skip the grom to come. And if the fight looks slow, then they'll do Gromp before coming. So you're kind of always watching these lanes, always watching the fights, and deciding, can I squeeze an extra camp in while walking there? Yes, okay, I'll do it. No, I won't. Um, the reason why I say all these champs is all these champs also excel at doing camps while not actually being at the camp. What does that mean? Zyra can kill raptors while being here because she plays it down plant and the plant kills it. Morgana, same thing. Once you get the raptor like half HP, you can low-key just press W here and walk away, and with Leandri's, the burn should kill, right? Same thing with Lilia. Lilia has the burn. A lot of times Raptors dies here while Lilia is here running away. All these champs excel at it because they buy either the burn items or they have spells that can like specifically Morgana and Zyra have spells that can just sit there while the camp's still there, right? Um, Hopefully that all makes sense. Let's watch this fight. QW. This guy's now half HP because Morgana's OP. Malphite walks into your W. Uh, a little over aggressive, but I don't I kind of fuck with it. I think here when you see that this guy is low, low. When I say two champs that are low and one champ that's dead, the only thing I see is free objective, personally. The same logic I had before. You saw Tristana's dead, I'm going to pull Dragon. And then the other time you saw Oriana's dead, I'm going to pull Dragon again. I see one guy dead, two guys half HP. Or sorry, they were like quarter HP. That's a free objective, you know? Because these guys have to base, so these guys won't be at the Herald. Ori is dead, so she won't be at the Herald. So that's three people on their team that can't be at the Herald. And meanwhile, we have three people that can be. Me, Shaco, Mouse. So no matter what, it's a guaranteed 3v2. Sorry, 3v2. Only Ivern and who's the other champ on their team? Their AD carry. The only people that can come to this is their Malphite and their AD carry. Ivern AD carry. So I think you end up getting a kill anyway, so it's not the worst trade. But I'd rather you keep your flash ult for like a really big team fight, like a Dragon or a Herald, because Morgana Flash is actually a huge CD. Being able to flash into like three people or four people and get a 3 or 4 man ult, it's kind of like a Mumu almost, or like Lilia. It could single-handedly win your team, win you the team fight potentially, right? So I would just go Herald here, and I would be really cautious about using my flash unless it's for like a really big play. Okay. Any questions? Hello?
Oh,
Oh no.
hello.
Yeah, it's just checking you're still here. All
Oh
right.
yeah, I have no questions.
All right. Sounds good. Let's play into Herald, and now we should just full clear down and play into Dragon spawning. Perfect. I think this is your first full clear in a while. I think this game, it's definitely good to set on Oblivion Orb early. They have a lot of healing. Seraphine, W's, it's like Ivern Shield with Moonstone potentially. Actually, I don't think Ivern does any, but I think honestly, even seeing Seraphine is enough just to sit on Oblivion Orb. Not to finish it, just sit on it. And then just because all your like most of your damage is AoE, your W is AoE, your ult's AoE, so you're really good at applying it. Wow, finish pink ward over finishing Zhonya's. You're
No,
trying.
because I get 2 hourglasses
Yeah,
now.
I know you're trying to look good for the LCS scots. I get it.
Well, is that not what everybody
Yeah,
does?
no, it's good. It's good. A lot of times, what people do more often is they don't even buy the large rod. They buy the stopwatch, and then they'll start building their like next item. So let's say your next item is I don't know what your next item is. Let's say your next item
It
is
might be Rabadon anyways, that's
yeah.
why.
Okay, then that's fine. Yeah, because that's what I see more often. Is they build stopwatch, then they'll start building their next item, and then if their stopwatch pops, then they'll go and finish their Zanyas. I get a pick into Instaple Herald. I mean, sorry, Articon. Beautiful. Instaple Dragon. Beautiful. And now, I mean, there's in my head, I see this. I think no more reason to fight. We got both objectives. These guys are shut out of luck. Now we just go back to our camps. Go red. Go raptor. Go one more full clear. Base for item or base for next component. Um, I really just want to. I'm just an objective Andy, or I guess you'd call it objective Owen. We got the two objectives. Perfect. They are the team that wants to fight here. Because think about it this way. They are the ones that just got nothing. You're the team that just got Otacon Dragon. So now they need to get something because they can't just give both objectives and just get nothing. And then they're just gonna lay over and die, bleed out, get out economy, whatever you want to call it. They're the team that needs something, and you're the team that's happy with what you got, and you just want to base, consolidate your gold, buy your items, and then group for the next objective, which in this case would be heralding the tower probably, right? So when you take this fight, I'm not saying I don't care if the fight's winning or losing, unless it's like super obviously winning, like you have four people, they have two, or it's like or this guy's half HP, like some crazy advantage. You just have to know that they are the team that's desperate to get something now because they just got nothing. well, you're the team that should be happy to not fight since you just got something. Does that make sense? So I'm not even talking about
Yeah.
this fight's winning or losing. I'm just asking the question: is this fight necessary? You know, which I don't think it is. Because this Ivern just do we see him run away to Narnia? Because I feel like if this Ivern is in fog, I know he just showed up here, but if he just showed up here and he takes Blast Plant and throws an E on this Malphite and throws a Q on this MF, and MF dies before she kills Malphite, this could become scary. But yeah, because we just saw Ivern here, so he could just be staying in that bush. It's not like we saw him walking left. So when we fight here, we're opting into a 2v2. We know, okay, there's two of them, two of me. Um, so ends up working out. I'm just when you have a lead, the only way to lose your lead is to die. That's kind of like the TLDR. So I'm kind of like super prone, just how to make sure not to die. Again, obviously, if it's like a super obviously winning fight, like 3v2, or they're both half HP, then it's not really a risk. I think a 2v2 even numbers, jungle top versus jungle AD is, especially when the Malphite's good into your AD, says because it's Malphite, it makes it more complicated. But it worked out, so good job. I think you played it well. QW and ult, pretty standard. C team's fighting. Team's fighting again. Throw a W. Oh, here's a cool. So on Morgana, a habit you should get into when you need to get, like, let's say this MS full damage, then yes, you should do what you did and just have your mouse on her, so you could have the pool spawn in the center of her, so she's in it longer, so she takes maximum damage. Yes, when someone is this low, and they'll just die to literally one tick of your thing, because you'll insta proc Dark Harvest, and then Leandri's worm will kill them. You only need them to be inside your pool for like 1 second, maybe 2 seconds, like one or two ticks, right? In that case, you don't want your mouse here. You want to have your mouse here. So you spawn the pool here, and then the outer ring will like clip them, and they'll instantly hit a tick, and then you're able to do it earlier. Because here, look how you're able to. You even get it off in time, right? But if you did it right, I'll tell you when you're in range to do it right now. Or where was it? Right. Okay, looks like this ult kills. Anyways, I think it won't matter anyways. But as a habit, I think right here's when you could throw your W, and then it will kind of. This is obviously not a perfect circle, but it will take them on the very feet. You get the idea. But when someone's really low, don't need a center mass W where the entire thing is surrounding them. If they're this low and you have already pretty good Dark Harvest stacks and you have Leandries, just a one tick burn will kill them, and your tick will obviously proc Dark Harvest. So it's the same thing with Sire players. You could be way more max range with your W usage. Get tower, get camps. I think look at base soon. Get full death cap. Oh, okay, you're insanely fed. Any Q kills anyone now. Next objective is dragon, so let's play dragon 90 seconds. Until then, we're just sieging and poking. That might kill. Nah, Seraphina's too tanky. She dies. Nice. That's good. We're just sieging. I actually think this is good for you. Like, if you're getting solo Malphite ulted, then your Garen and MF should go crazy. Nah, I mean, I have no complaints. I think you're fighting well. You're landing a lot of Qs. You're Wing well. When you submitted this game, did you think this because you wanted to see if you could do more impact, or why'd you submit it? Because I think this game has been
Uh,
pretty good, besides the minor stuff I've been noting out.
yeah, I don't know. I guess I just felt like I didn't do anything.
Yeah, yeah. I think I disagree. I don't know if you're selling yourself short. I think you kind of did a lot. You ganked.
Maybe because I was like getting flamed all game because Garen kept saying I wasn't doing anything. I was
You were
like,
doing.
oh, maybe I'm not doing anything.
Well, you didn't do anything for his lane. You never ganked top. That's true. But you ganked mid twice. You ganked bot like 4 times. You stacked dragons. I don't know. This guy's just being a downer. But I don't know. I think it was a good game. I definitely think the biggest takeaway though, for as a learning thing, is it's funny because when people say you don't do anything, it sounds like, oh, I should gank more. But I think if I had to have my only complaint, real complaint, is that you're ganking too much. I definitely think you should be more farm focused when you're playing Morgana. And I'm not saying just full clear every game. If you see people fighting, go to the fight. Like, I had no complaints with the first three bot ganks, right? I had no complaints with this mid gank. Like, this mid gank is good. Or was it? I think it was earlier. Like, this mid gank's good because you do this mid gank, after all your camps are down. See, all your camps are down, or most of them are down. Sick. Now we gank. Now this is our timer to gank. Then this next play, most of your camps are still down. Your Raptors are respawning soon, but they're not up yet. So we go for a gank. Makes sense. Here we go to a full clear. Perfect. See, now all our camps are down. Literally all 6 camps are down. Nothing to do. So do we go? We go for an invade slash a bot gank. Obviously here I think you overstepped, but I think normally this 3v3 should be really good because you're full HP while this guy's 80%. Your bot lane's full HP, while this guy is 70% and this guy's 60%. So normally this 3v3 would be good if you just held your Q and played slightly back, and if they keep chasing you and they're in this corridor, then this Q is unmissable. And then your teammates would come and these guys would die. So again, the actual reason you went for the gank is good. You just messed up the actual function of it. Um, so when I say farm more, it does mean AFK full clear, AFK full clear. You can still go for ganks, but only when your camps are down and the gank is really high percentage chance, like they're pushing or they're low or you have a winning fight or blah blah blah. I just think a lot of times this game like this is fine as well, same logic. Even though your camps are up here, the guys are really low and they're over pushed, so he's forced to die. Um, Now this is the one time I didn't like it because you have literally all 6 camps up. So I'd prefer you get all 6 camps, then base for hunting guys, and then play for the objective, either grubs or dragon, whichever one you want. Um, so I don't know. I definitely don't think you did nothing this game. But as the only way takeaway would make sure you kill your camps and then look to gank. That's it. Unless the gank is guaranteed. Again, here it applies well because even though you have 6 camps up, this is a guaranteed gank because again they are pushed and they're low. So those are the 2 checkboxes I care about. Besides that, so you did a really good early game, but then later I think this is where you start skipping way too many camps. Like this is the more obvious example. All 3 top camps up, and you're like, oh shit, a full HP Malphite who could always just ult my Q is pushing. I must go here. But I would rather you realize that Dragon's spawning in 2 minutes. My camps are up. I have Leon's in base, and I will not gank until my camps are down, unless it's a guaranteed gank, which this is not. But
Yeah, the flaming Garen got to me.
yeah,
But
all good. Any questions you have this game? Anything you want to look at that I didn't go over?
no, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, no problem.